So for me, it started. I'm 45, so 17, 18 years ago, I got hurt and I was prescribed Vicodin. Vicodin turned to Oxycontin, and I think I was taking probably 10, 80 milligram Oxycontins a day. It was a mess, man. And then all these new laws hit, and my doctor went under. He just quit, man. He gave me a few scripts and said, "Good luck." So, not knowing what to do, I ended up in a methadone clinic. The methadone clinic started me at 180 milligrams because of how high I was on. I got to 90, and then that took a while, and I got into altercation at the methadone clinic. So they dropped me from 90 to 0 in 2 weeks, and coming off methadone was miserable. I ended up back in a pain management clinic, and they were giving me Percocets, but I was only allowed 4 a day, so the shit didn't last long. And then I got kicked out of pain management, so I went to my regular doctor, and he wasn't giving nothing, he wasn't gonna give me no real drugs. So I basically had to kick, twice. I kicked methadone, then I kicked Percocet. And every time I've done it, I've always done it cold turkey, I'm not a big step person. I don't go to meetings. I don't talk to people. I just, put it in my mind and, try to beat it. I think there's a problem that people have, like, you want to go back to normal, like before you started doing drugs, and that normal feeling, but there is no more normal feeling, it's gone. You're a different person now. Pills change you, drugs change you, they change everything, man. Change who you are, they change how you think, they change everything. I'm finally, getting my head clear, and it's been a while since I took painkillers, so I think I pretty much kicked that. The mental aspect is still there, you always want that buzz they give you, but it's never the same. It's not the same. You're just searching for something that you're not going to find. It's just a waste of time. So I'm not really worried about getting back on painkillers. And the benzos, that's pretty much all I take. I take gabapentin, and I take benzos. And as long as I don't take too much gabapentin, I'm fine. When I take a lot of it, it kind of bugs me out. So I only take it, when my back is hurting, and I only take like 2 600 milligram pills. I used to take like 5 or 10, but I've gotten down, and the Xanax and Ativan, I used to take, 10 to 15 of those a day. Now I just take 1 or 2 at night, and I'm chilling, Am I recovered? I don't know. Am I a drug addict? I don't know. People have different outlooks on it. That's why I'm doing this. It's because, Your struggle is your struggle. You know, it's nobody else's. You're doing the best you can. Do the best you can. If you fall off, well, you know what? Tomorrow's a new day, and you start over, man. That's all that matters. And don't look back. The past is gone. It's never coming back. In the future, you know, we can't see the future, so why worry about it, you know? I think there's a lot of good people, you know, in the recovery scene trying to help people and do all that stuff. And, you know, I'm not knocking it. I'm glad there's people out there to help, because a lot of people do need help. But there's a lot of people that you could do it on your own, you know? I'm doing it on my own. Do I have mental issues now? Yeah, I have mental issues. But as long as I keep them bottled up in my head, what does it matter, you know? That's what I try to explain is, don't judge me for what I take or what judge me by my actions, you know? It shouldn't matter. Only thing that matters is how you treat people. And if you're treating people right, then, you know, whatever. If you're acting right, whatever. You know? So, if you want to go to the meetings and they help, do that. If you want to, you know, do it on your own, do that. Do whatever you got to do, because you can't sustain this lifestyle of doing drugs. It catches up, you know. It's just not something you could do forever. You have to stop, you know. There's just no way around it. You can't keep on taking this amount of drugs and thinking everything's gonna be okay, because it's not. You know, eventually your body gets used to them, and then you need more, and then, you know, you have to start buying them or something. And then you know, luckily I was always a functioning addict. You know, I always worked. I always handled my business, you know. Did I screw things up because of drugs? Yeah. I screwed a lot of things up, man. Screwed a lot of relationships up. Screwed a lot of, you know. There's people still mad at me. And because I'm not changed enough, or I think different than they think, you know. That's just what I don't get. You know, someone's doing the best they can. You could obviously see a change in them, you know. The steroids were what was bugging me out, you know. I was just on them for too long and took too many of them. And I mean, you could just look at me now and see, you know, I'm 50 pounds lighter. I'm not taking steroids. You know, it's affecting my mind bad. Really bad. You know, you go from Superman to just a regular dude, and you have to accept it. And I've accepted it. It's hard, but I don't mind, man. I still got some muscles. I'm still cut, you know. I just don't have those 22-inch arms I used to rock. And again, that life is not sustainable, man. It's just not. You can't just keep doing that. So I know people are watching, and honestly, I'm sorry for everything I've done, and I'm doing the best I can to change. You know, so you can accept it, or you don't have to accept it. You know, I can't worry about anybody else's opinion but mine. You know, that's all that matters. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, if I'm living a good life, if I'm taking care of my family, um, I got my higher power taking care of me, I got a relationship, um, I'm all right, and feel good about what I'm doing. You know, I work hard, honest living, hard. You know, I have to stay in a motel most of my week. I get maybe one night at home. You know, just to feed my family. So this is my story of addiction to recovery. Am I an addict? I don't know, man. Am I recovered? I don't know. I think those words are stupid. I think they're just words people use, you know? Everybody's something. Everybody got some kind of, you know, everybody got some kind of vice. Whether it's coffee, whether it's, you know, whatever it is, man. Everybody got something. You know, you could judge them, or you could just, you know, say, hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's how I look at things now, man. I can't change anything. I can't fix anything. All I can do is change my behavior, fix the way I am, and then we'll see what goes on. Okay, los vemos.